I keep receiving hundreds of mails with the suggestion, at times as a seeking, at times as a submission, that why don't you become our guru? We at our end have initiated you as a guru. Why don't you accept that? And at times my answer is quite common. But there are few instances when I find the seeker to be very sincere in the pursuit of its evolution. Then my answer is a detailed one. Why don't I accept to become a guru, adhyatmic guru? Let this word be a rejoinder which is affixed with the word guru, term guru. The foremost reason for not becoming an adhyatmic guru, although this word is in common usage these days, deployed for several kinds of connotations. Who has the eligibility to become an adhyatmic guru? Adhyatma means the science of soul. Not merely knowing about the science of soul, but becoming in the capacity of a knower, pervading that science, transcending beyond the ambit and entrapments of the nature, be it at the end of sensorial organs or under the cycle of birth, death, and ignorance, the veil of ignorance which is cast upon all of us. An adhyatmic guru is the eligibility to a seeker. The word is seeker because it's an evolution. To a seeker, when it gathers the ambit, the ability, the capacity to transcend beyond the entrapment of the nature and is able to see behind each and every occurrence in this world, not only in the visible dimension of the physical world, but in the subtle dimension and the worlds which are unseen. Worlds, not world. There is enough in the unseen dimension, much more than we can imagine when it compared with the physical manifestation. And these are the words of a Brahma Rishi and none else. An adhyatmic guru, the one who is eligible to become an adhyatmic guru, shall be able to traverse through the kala, the time in the respect of an individual person, time in the respect of all ongoings in this world. How was it in the past? How it is in the present 360 degrees. Nothing is hidden from them. They can see through a person. Reading the mind is a very small capability which several people have gathered by practicing certain skills. But it's about knowing the journey of a soul, what it was in the past several lives, how its conduct prevailed, what is it today, and as of on today, what all it is performing or observing, what are going to be the impacts in the coming future. They know the soul, the journey of the soul. They know the journey of this world, how the ongoings are prevailing under the blissful will of the Mahakal, however incoherent events may appear, ridiculous they may appear, irrational they may appear, but the rational in accordance to the will of the cosmic mind or the cosmic will, They know that, they understand that. So, number one, they are beyond the entrapments of nature, all kinds of entrapments, beyond Maya, and the cycle of birth and death which has been programmed. They may accept it to serve the will of the Almighty, but they are well potent enough to go beyond. Secondly, a reiteration, they prevail through the Kala. Kala of a person or this world is just before them. Everything unraveled. They bear a torch through which each and everything becomes bare before them. There are no facts that can be hidden, nothing concealed. Absolute unraveling before them. When they associate themselves with the soul, they are capable enough to further that soul to the ends of its evolution. What are the end of the evolution? The evolutionary cycle is the right word for that. The cycle, the journey of evolution. Atmano moksharth jagat hitacha. In each and every single course that I conduct upon Upanishads, or maybe even Bhagavad Gita, nothing is complete without making the mention about the objective of any human manifestation, and that is Atmano moksharth, through jagat hitacha. They can accompany, and they do accompany, a soul. Be it that the soul may take 100 lives to conclude its journey of emancipation, moksha, does not matter. They stay along with the soul. Not to appease it, not to make it happy, but to evolve it. महान जीवात्माएं किसी को प्रसन्न नहीं करती, उसका कल्याण करती हैं. So they have that capability, and they perform according to that capability itself, and they be with their soul till the final end, moksharth. Now, considering merely these three capabilities, when I look within myself, where do I find myself? Nowhere. Then it means, and should be concluded, that I hold no eligibility to become an Adhyatmic Guru. Yes, Margdarshak, a guide. That's okay, that's fine with me, and shall be able to dispense justice with all those that come with that limited expectation of a guide, and not an Adhyatmic Guru. Must be understood well that a Guru is capable enough to undertake all the sins of a Shishya, disciple, seeker, in order to eliminate the impediments that may obstruct seeker's evolution. Not otherwise. Let me reiterate, they will not be able to undertake the impact of the sins conducted by a disciple merely for its sensorial pleasures or otherwise, but merely those which they consider can act as a strong impediment in the furtherance of its journey towards moksha, emancipation. They have that capability to undertake that. They will take it over. Can you imagine any ordinary person claiming itself to be a guru and having the capability to undertake the sins of a seeker? I cannot. And I know that. With me, I have to merely do some justice, little justice if it's possible, to all that which I have performed or accumulated as a baggage. What about others? So that is another fourth eligibility of a Adhyatmic Guru. It has that absolute capability to undertake the sins of their seeker. That does not mean that if you have been bestowed or have been initiated by a blessed Guru, a capable Adhyatmic Guru, you shall have no pain in life. You shall have no deprivation in life. You may. At times, the pain and suffering is also for a being to understand the essence of this ongoing world under the veil of ignorance. And without undergoing that pain and suffering, the veil shall not dissipate, but they remain along with the seeker even during the moments of pain, in order to ensure. You may have a doubt over here, then why pain and suffering to a seeker who has been initiated by a Samartha Guru? They stay there during those moments of suffering and pain to ensure that the seeker undergoes a learning but is not shattered, is not torn apart, however intense the pain or suffering may remain. They really ensure, they truly ensure that the seeker does not evaporate. The torment caused by the pain is not to the extent that a seeker undergoes a deeper level of ignorance. No. They ensure that the moment a seeker comes out of the passage of that pain and suffering, it has a sigh of relief that yes, it was a learning. I have come out of it under the grace of my blessed Guru, and I have evolved, and I'm done with that. That is a kind of deeper understanding that a seeker shall come out with. In normal circumstances, the same pain may tear apart the entire existence of a human, a being. Whereas a seeker under the blissful guidance, support of a blessed Guru shall come almost unscathed. Then there is an aspect which must be understood. One who has some money is only able to help the others, lend others, etc., invest for others or for some project. One who has no money merely has to suffice with one's own basic requirements. The Tapa Shakti is the wealth of a blessed Guru, Adhyatmic Guru. They're able to instill a portion of their tapa, their wealth, into the seeker, so that the kind of impediments which otherwise it may not, it means the seeker, may not be able to surpass on its own. By the help of the Tapa Shakti, the seeker is able to overcome even those inner impediments. Especially, you may like to know in what respect, especially in the light of inner endurance when it comes to perform sadhana, when it comes to perform various kinds of austerities which are mandatory to purify one's inside. In ordinary parlance, we easily can pronounce as belittled to undertake a sadhana which is rigorous in nature, Whereas when you are under the blessing of a blessed Guru, blessed by the Almighty, then with that confidence gathered from the radiance of the Guru, you're able to endure. And then you are startled, astonished, surprised even at yourself. How was I able to accomplish through this sadhana? Before I embarked upon it, it appeared to me that it is almost impossible for me to endure through this sadhana for so many hours, for so many days. But there was something that was holding me all through, something that ensured that I remain intact. And now the kind of confidence in me of accomplishment is incomplete without another feel that I have within myself that I am not alone. There is someone, something all through with me. May not be visible. Not necessary that a guru has to be in the physical dimension. When we pray for a guru, when we offer a prayer, the words that we use, they deploy, are akhand mandala karam. It prevails into the indivisible orbits. Akhand mandala karam vyaptam yena characharam. It pervades through the animate, inanimate. It is not necessary to merely understand a guru has to be in a physical form as a human. No. Yes, it has the ability to manifest into a physical dimension as well, but it's not limited to that. If your Adhyatmic Guru is not in the physical dimension, has left the mortal plane, it has left the mortal plane for your sensorial organs to decipher, but not otherwise. You may recall almost all the exalted masters, when before they depart, they leave this message for their disciples. I'm not going anywhere. I'm there. With your sincere yearning, I shall manifest in the form of an insight, intuition, inspiration, thought, divine vibrations. There are so many ways for it to manifest according to the need of the hour, need of the seeker. They go nowhere. Their existence is beyond the entrapments of the laws of the nature. A normal human being under the cycle of birth and death shall have to reincarnate again after death within a specific period of time, but not with them. They are able to retain their existence in the subtle dimension, be it Sukshma or Karan, the subtle or the causal body. It's up to them. But they can retain and keep working with the same intensity for the objective for which they are today an Adhyatmic Guru. With the reiteration once again, not to please, appease, but to evolve. When I see all these credentials, the eligibility factors for an Adhyatmic Guru, I find myself nowhere. And that is why I initiate myself for a pronouncement that I am not worthy enough to be an Adhyatmic Guru. But yes, in the capacity of a Margdarshak, under the blissful guidance of a blessed Guru, I try to serve the seekings of the seekers that come and somehow are able to associate with me as a guide, so that my worthiness and my eligibility is not compromised for the future. Today, to become pretentious, to start acting as an Adhyatmic Guru, to undertake initiations of seekers, is a very easy task, apparently. But with a grave damage caused upon my eligibility for the future. And I'm not prepared for that kind of a compromise. I'm sure about that. And that is why I keep pronouncing it, making a mention through my several recordings, writing it to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of emails, that I cannot become an Adhyatmic Guru. Whatever I can do is pray for your goodness, pray for your evolution to my blessed Adhyatmic Guru, because he's capacitated in the subtle dimension. He's worthy enough. It's upon him to further pursue your seeking under the will, under the cosmic will. But I am not eligible. Having understood these aspects, these factors, you must be able to satiate your insatiable seeking, which considers every time that I am a Nigura, I am without a Guru. And you are in a rush, in a hurry, in an insistence, I should have a Guru. No. My suggestion goes without seeking, I'm saying, that it's better to take Surya as your Guru for a reason as told by Brahma Rishi, when it's the moment for you to have a Guru in physical dimension, it shall manifest by itself when there is a need, and if at all there is a need. And if the need is being fulfilled through other better avenues, it shall be done without any compromise, without any delay. It shall be dispensed according to the will of the cosmic will. So, having understood that, observe a premonition before you next time develop that insatiable fire within yourself that insists upon you to have a Guru by hook or, I am not using the other word. Having said that, I feel more composed, deeply satisfied. ओम ही सत्य है, ओम ही सत्य है, ओम ही सत्य है।